You know, you might think you're doing everything right when it comes to cleaning. Something as simple as wiping down your counter, cleaning out your own kitchen sink. But the truth of it is, a lot of us are wasting time, damaging stuff, and even sometimes making it dirtier than it was in the first place. From your everyday favorite water bottle to the one thing in your kitchen that's probably never been properly cleaned. Most people are doing at least a few of these common things wrong. So in this video, we're going to go over 11 things, or I should say 11 everyday things that you're most likely cleaning wrong. And I'm going to show you how to fix it, and some of these things may even surprise you, like number 8. Let me start with something that everyone just about handles wrong and cleans wrong. How many times have you had your cell phone and you needed to clean it? Something was on the screen, and what do? Rub it on your shirt, clean it with your shirt, bring your shirt up, get all in there, look at it. Okay, whatever was on it is now off. Cell phone's clean, I'm ready to go. Not quite so. All you did was spread germs around, spread that bacteria around. Your shirt is probably not clean. Your pants leg is probably not clean. Big mistake, because your cell phone is probably dirtier than a toilet seat. Instead, use a microfiber cloth and an all-natural glass cleaner or 70% isopropyl alcohol. And don't spray or pour the alcohol on your phone. Take your microfiber cloth, spray it gently, and then wipe your phone off. Take the other side that's dry and dry it off. At least once a week, we all should be taking our cases off and cleaning those the same way too. And when you're cleaning your cell phone, don't forget to get a Q-tip and clean in your ports. Don't put a lot of alcohol or glass cleaner on it. Make it very, very damp, like a dry damp. But get in your ports and clean those too. Your pillow. You sleep on it every single night, sometimes during the day and at night again. But how often do you actually clean the pillow? Not the pillowcase, the actual pillow. Over time, they accumulate sweat, dead cells, dust mites, and oils from our body. Most synthetic and down pillows can be simply put in the washing machine. You always want to check your label first to make sure what your pillow requires. And it's best if you do put it in the washing machine to put 2 in there, side by side, or one on this side and one on that side, so that your washing machine can stay level while it washes. Always use a gentle cycle and warm water. Once you're done washing, tumble dry it and put in a couple of tennis balls so that it'll help fluff your pillow back up, like this one. Make sure when you dry your pillow, completely dry it. Otherwise, you have the possibility of mold building up. And you want to clean your pillows at least every 3 to 6 months. If you work from home, how often do you clean your keyboard? Do you snack while you're using your keyboard? It's probably crumb-filled, dusty, and not clean. You want to use an old toothbrush. Get in there and brush all in between the keys, getting any crumbs, anything like that you see. Get that out of there first with an old toothbrush. And then, just like our cell phones, grab your microfiber cloth using some 70% isopropyl alcohol on it and go in there and really clean off your keyboard. Make sure it is completely unplugged and your microfiber cloth is not saturated. For those extra tight spaces on your computer keyboard, just use a Q-tip and get down in all the little crevices. And if you're using a mouse that goes with your computer, make sure you clean the sensors on the bottom with a Q-tip. Cutting boards can carry so many germs, and you need to make sure that you are properly cleaning them. If you use raw meat of any kind on your cutting board, it's a breeding ground for bacteria. And even when you use multiple cutting boards for different things, you must clean them all. Never put wooden cutting boards in the dishwasher, but you can also get cross-contamination just from your knife cuts on cutting boards. Whenever I'm using lemon for tea or anything like that, I save the ends of my lemon wedges. If I squeeze out lemon for lemon juice or something like that, I don't throw these pieces away. I put them in a plastic bag like this, Ziploc, and stick it in the refrigerator. Because in a day or so, I'll need to clean my cutting board. And what you want to do is take some salt. It can be a coarse salt. It can be any salt whatsoever. Kosher salt, regular salt, any salt whatsoever. The coarser the salt, the better the rub will be. Take that, sprinkle it in, and then take that lemon and scrub in that cutting board. Salt is abrasive and will help pick up any grime and dirt that may be on your cutting board. Lemon helps to sanitize it. Once you do this, let this solution sit on your cutting board for 10 or 15 minutes and then rinse thoroughly and let it completely air dry. And periodically oil down your wooden cutting boards to preserve its life. How many of us use a coffee maker? And how many of us clean it on a regular basis? Most coffee makers have a clean cycle on them now, and it'll tell you when you need to clean it. That light will light up. But do you pay attention to it? Do you clean it when it says clean? Or do you say, oh, I need to clean my coffee pot. I'll clean it tomorrow. I'll clean it next week. I'll get around to it. The longer you wait, the dirtier it becomes. It's telling you it needs to be clean. So how do we clean our coffee maker? Besides taking it out and rinsing it, and over time, look at the carafe. Look how dirty that is, okay? It needs to be cleaned and sanitized. You'll be amazed at how well your coffee will taste after your coffee maker is clean. To clean the overall coffee maker before you clean the carafe, take a solution of 50% white vinegar and water. About halfway, however many cups, if it's 8 cups, fill it up for 4 cups. And let that run through your coffee maker. Let it sit. Put it on pause or turn it off or whatever you need to do to let it sit for about 30 minutes and then continue the cycle. Once all the cycles are done, then you want to go in and rinse it. Run a full pot of water through your coffee pot at least 2 to 3 times. And when you're done cleaning the inside of your coffee maker, your carafe needs a good cleaning. You want to take some baking soda, put that in here, add just a little bit of water to it to make a paste, and then take a sponge and just clean it out. You will see all the brown from the residue of the coffee coming off of your coffee maker, okay? Do that until your coffee maker is clean, just like glass, just like new. Then make sure you go in and rinse your coffee maker at least 2 to 3 times. And don't forget to go in and clean your coffee filter basket as well. You can just clean that with warm, soapy water, but make sure you rinse it well. Remote controls and gaming controllers, your Xbox and PS5 controllers, they all need to be clean. We are constantly picking these up and dropping them. Our hands, you don't wash your hands before you pick up a remote or a gaming controller. And how many times is a gaming controller passed around from person to person sometimes? And remote control. You know, you're sitting on the couch and trying to find something, and your partner, your friend, or whomever says, let me see that remote controller, I'll find something, and you pass it on. These things are crawling with germs. First of all, remove your batteries, or if it's plugged into something, unplug it. Using isopropyl alcohol, 70%, dampen your microfiber cloth. Doesn't take but a little bit. Take an end and just simply dampen it lightly. Then go ahead and clean. Make sure you're getting in all the crevices of your remote control. Back, front, sides, everything on your remote control or your gaming controller. Pay a special attention, don't just wipe it, pay special attention to all the little nooks and crannies in between each and every button, getting in there with a Q-tip if necessary. Let it completely air dry before putting your batteries back in or plugging it in. Your pet bowls, both food and water, need to be cleaned on a regular basis, really on a daily basis, especially if they are plastic. You know, those pet bowls, most of them, they're on the floor. They can easily become a breeding ground for insects, mold, and bacteria. Biofilm is a real thing, you know. Wash your pet bowls daily with good, warm, soapy water. And if they can go in the dishwasher, wash them in the dishwasher and get them good and sanitized. And if your pet eats wet food, consider using stainless steel or ceramic bowl. You want to use the stainless steel and ceramic if at all possible because they're not as porous and they're easier to clean than plastic. What about our reusable bags? There are typically 3 kinds that most people use. You have your insulated bag, you have your nylon synthetic bag, and you have your cotton bag, like my wonderful YouTube creator collective bag. Yes, it's Pam's Place. Okay, my favorite. Anyway, this is cotton. This is cotton. They all need to be cleaned. If you're using them on a regular basis, you need to clean them. They are a breeding ground. You sit them on the ground sometimes. You sit them on the floor of your car sometimes. And you say, well, it's on the floor of my car, but what else is on the floor of your car? Your feet or someone's feet. What's on the bottom of their shoes? You're picking that up on your bags that sometimes we're putting our food in. For your insulated bags like that, you can simply take a disinfectant wipe and wipe down your bag. You want to wipe it down using different ones, but inside and outside. Your synthetic bags like this, they are best hand washed with warm soapy water and then hung somewhere to dry. And your cotton bags, you can throw these in the washing machine. That's why they're my favorite. Put these in the washing machine, gentle cycle, warm water, and tumble dry low or hang to air dry. But make sure you are cleaning your reusable bags on a regular basis. If you use them a lot, you need to clean them at least once a week. A lot of us think that because we are cleaning with our sponge, the sponge itself doesn't necessarily need to be cleaned. That is far from the truth. These things can be dirty, smelly, and yucky, depending on what you're cleaning with it. And this little sponge is probably the dirtiest item in your entire kitchen. That's why they're sponges. They have a lot of little holes all over them, not including the eye and the mouth. All these little holes, that's porous. All kind of mold, bacteria, and gunk gets down in those holes. So don't just rinse and reuse. You can dampen your sponge and put it in the microwave for 1 to 2 minutes. If you put it in the microwave, be careful taking it out. Maybe use some tongs or something because it will be hot. You can toss it in the dishwasher with your dishes and let the dishwasher do the work. I don't typically use bleach, but you can soak it in a solution of 3/4 cup bleach per gallon of water and let it soak for 5 minutes. And even when your sponge still looks like this, you probably need to replace it every 1 to 2 weeks. Now that will depend on how often you use your sponge. You may can keep a sponge for an entire month if you're typically just rinsing your dishes and putting them in the dishwasher and you're not using your sponge. It depends on your daily habits. If you're not one that cooks or uses your kitchen a lot, you might can go 2 months. But make sure if you are using your sponge on a daily basis and multiple times a day, you switch it out no matter how well it's smiling at you. At least 1 to 2 weeks. Eyeglasses, reading glasses, and sunglasses. How often are we out with our glasses on and there's a smudge on it? And what do? You take the end of your shirt and you start cleaning off your glasses. Gotta get my sunglasses. And you blow on it and start and rub it on your shirt or your pants or something like that. You are spreading germs. These things are germy. And even when you're doing that, you still have the arms of your glasses that go behind your ears. They pick up hair oils and dead cells from the back of your ear, and your hair products are all over your glasses. First thing you want to do, if at all possible, is rinse them under warm water. That will help remove any dust or any visible particles that may be on your glasses. Then, if at all possible, you can apply a small amount, just a dot, of dish soap to each lens and rub it in with your hands. Then rinse them again thoroughly and dry them off with a nice soft cloth. Alternately, you can use a glass cleaner and a microfiber cloth, spraying a small corner of it and gently cleaning your glasses. Make sure though, no matter how you clean them, you clean the arms of your glasses, the handles, getting all down where it bends at in the crack right there. You want to make sure you're cleaning that, okay? If you are cleaning them this way, then take a dry corner and dry them off that way. You can also carry with you so that when you're out and you may not be able to run warm water on them or dish soap or have glass cleaner with you, you can use the little eyeglass lens cleaners. Those are amazing, they're safe, and they're sanitary. Always avoid using paper towels or tissue because not only can they leave dust, they can also scratch your glasses. This next one is quite personal. I'm talking about your toothbrush. Just because you're cleaning your teeth with it, it doesn't mean your actual toothbrush doesn't need to be cleaned also. First of all, once you're done using your toothbrush, you want to rinse it thoroughly with hot water, as hot as your water will get. You need to make sure you're getting in between the bristles, so run that hot water under there really, really well. It'll also get any leftover food particles that's in your toothbrush out. Please stop storing your toothbrush in these enclosed toothbrush holders like this. Sure, they have a little bitty air holes on here, but these things are breeding ground for mold and bacteria from your toothbrush. You always want to store your toothbrush in an upright position. A lot of people have just a simple cup and they'll store their toothbrush like that, or the round toothbrush holders that look similar to a cup. But then you're going to need to clean out your cup as well. Best way to store your toothbrush is in a toothbrush holder that has a hole straight through it, and it's not covering up most of the toothbrush. It will sit there just like that. Just like that. It's upright and it's not covered where it can breed bacteria on it. This will allow it to dry completely so that you won't have any mold growth on your toothbrush. Once a week or every week or so, you should actually soak the head of your toothbrush in hydrogen peroxide for about 15 minutes and make sure you rinse it well. And ideally, everyone should be using 2 toothbrushes on a daily basis. You have a toothbrush you want to use in the morning when you get up, then you want to have a different toothbrush that you use in the evening before you go to bed. This allows a complete 24 hours for each toothbrush to dry out before you use it again. This will help any bacteria from being able to grow in between the bristles because it takes a complete 24 hours for a toothbrush to completely dry out. And remember, replace your toothbrush every 3 to 4 months. Okay, so there you have it, 11 everyday items that you may have been cleaning wrong, but now you know how to properly clean them so they'll be sparkling clean and hygienic. It's really, to me, it's really amazing how just a few little tweaks in what we normally do can make a huge difference in our homes, making them nice and sparkling, clean, and hygienic. Which one of these surprised you the most? Let me know down in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who you may think needs to have a little cleaning intervention. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get to 500,000 subscribers. Thanks for watching. I'm Pam, and this is my POV.